Hi, I'm Annika Johnson from Al Johnson's in Sister Bay. I hope you enjoy my new video series called Door County Girl. These are stories of my life, the people and places that I love, and of course how we all survive here in northern Wisconsin. You can come back as often as you like, but don't forget to subscribe to Al's YouTube channel. I'll be posting lots of really cool new videos. So let's go. Welcome to another episode of Door County Girl, and I'm back with my brother.
It's Rolf.
Yep. And today I am wearing my Bucks jersey that I got as a gift from Miguel.
No kidding.
Yeah, because we went to a Bucks game one night just because he wanted to go see the Bulls play.
Oh, jeez.
We had the nosebleed seats, but then he got me this awesome little jersey with my own name on it. Whoop. So I thought I'd wear it in honor of the Bucks win the other night.
Oh, they've been on a streak, haven't they?
They're a streak.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. We're going to maybe do it again this year.
Well, let's hope so.
I'm rooting.
Good for Milwaukee, good for Wisconsin.
That's right. Go Bucks. Anyway, what are we doing today here?
Okay, well, it's a throwback. Do you remember Mrs. Hickey?
Yep.
In HomeEc class?
Yep, I love HomeEc.
So HomeEc class, I don't know if people out there don't have it these days, but back in the day, back in the 70s and...
What is HomeEc? You kids are probably all going, what's the
home
HomeEc?
economics. So they taught you in school for a short period of time how to manage certain parts of your household, and one of them was the kitchen.
Right.
And the other one we did with Mrs. Haleen. We learned how to sew. We learned how to address a letter. Believe it or not, a lot of my friends today, they say they know how to sew a button on, or they can use a sewing machine. Maybe not to any level of novice, but they can do it.
I can say
and it's
that
thanks to Mrs. Haleen and Mrs. Hickey.
Yep.
And we can run a kitchen.
What did you make in Mrs. Heleen's class?
What's, the very first thing, in Mrs. Heleen's class, I made a stuffed football after I graduated from putting on the buttons and how to mend a hole. My mom always darned socks, right?
Yes.
And then we learned how to make our own stuffed animals, and I chose a football, and we ordered away from this company that sold you the material, and I still have it. It's a blue and white
I've
stuffed
never
football.
seen it. You're gonna have to show me that.
It's pretty cool.
I made like back in that day, it's like a smock top.
Okay.
But not like smocked. It's like it was made out of denim, like a jean top.
Well,
so it was like out of this, but it was like almost like a poncho with arms.
To go along with your
Yeah,
elephant
almost
bell
all
bottoms?
the girls did. Yeah, because Marcia Brady and Jan Brady wore them. Of course we did.
But what I liked about Mrs. Hickey, even today when she comes in around Christmas time and gets Al Johnson meatballs, because she used to work at Al's a long time ago, and I always say, we're here to make surprise muffins, and she goes, how do you remember that? I go, I don't know. I go, but she must have been a great teacher, which obviously she was, because I remember everything I learned in that class.
And surprise muffins, we made them too, and I'm 2 years ahead of Rolf.
Yeah, well, I think it was nationwide, at least in the Midwest. I think it was a common thing. But anyway, let's get on with this. We have our ingredients here. Let's hope I didn't forget anything.
And what's good about surprise muffins, they're always good.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't know many people that don't like them. You can put anything in them.
And today, when we go to have our muffins, I got an extra surprise, so we'll get there. So anyway, I'm going to start out and just going to tell you what to do.
Okay.
You know what Mrs. Hickey always said?
What?
Sift your flour. Sift your flour. Always sift your flour, because the measurement is not the same if you scrape off a cup. You're going to have too much flour.
Okay.
And then you got pre-sifted flour.
Okay.
Okay, that didn't work because I thought, oh great, we got pre-sifted flour, but guess what? Your flour was still too heavy if you weighed it out in a measuring cup.
I have a question. I used to think that if you took your flour and you dumped it from way up above, that's just like sifting it.
No.
Which it makes it like not so heavy, fluffy.
Yeah, maybe you're going to get the same amount of flour. You have to either weigh it or sift it.
Okay.
I don't have a sifter, so we're going to use a scale.
Okay.
And the only reason I remember this is because I did sift it the other day with a strainer. I didn't have an actual crank sifter.
Okay.
I just had a colander.
Okay.
A very fine mesh one.
So take the flour.
So we're going to take this flour, and you're going to turn this scale on, and you're going to make sure you're on ounces, and this is going to call for 260 grams, so let's make sure you go to grams. Unit.
All right, 260.
260 grams of flour.
All right, I don't want to make a mess.
And it's roughly 2 cups, but it's not actually 2 measuring cups if you topped it off with a knife or something, you scraped it off. When you do it that way, you pack them too much and your muffins are going to be dry. So to this day, she was 100% correct. Always sift your flour. In this case, we're going to weigh it.
I'm getting there.
224.
248.
270.
Whoa.
All right, you got. Oh,
Whoa. What
I
the?
think you're good there. You're good there.
Are you sure?
Yep,
Oh, 260, right on the nose.
Okay, now go ahead and put that in this bowl here.
Put it in the bowl.
Yep. And then.
And Mrs. Hickey says, get rid of your things. Don't keep them in the way.
If you're not going to use them.
Yes, okay.
All right, so now you're going to put what did I forget? Sugar.
Oh boy.
We're going to put exactly a ½ cup of sugar in there. Over here I got a ¼ cup, so use your math. We need a ½ cup, so how many of those?
2.
You don't have to weigh this out.
Okay.
And then we're going to use 2 teaspoons of baking powder, not baking soda, baking powder.
Because what does Mom hate?
Baking soda.
Everything we make that we bake, tastes
Like
awful.
baking soda.
Tastes like baking soda.
So go ahead and just mix that dry ingredient up a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, now in this bowl, that's good. You're going to take this and crack 2 eggs in there.
Okay. 1.
And you should always use the room temperature milk, room temperature eggs when you're making muffins, any type of bread and stuff like that.
Okay.
Go ahead and whisk that up. You can use the same whisk because eventually it's going to incorporate all together. Go ahead and add the milk.
And we used how much milk?
Oh, I'm sorry, we used was it 3/4 of a cup of milk.
Okay.
You know, all these will be on the
Yeah, you don't
website.
have to quick get a pen and paper, people. It'll
I
be
might
on-
forget to say the measurement of one of the items.
But you'll
on there.
know. Okay.
Okay, now what you want to do is take this butter and cut it up in little chunks and put it in this dish or in this measuring cup and toss it in the microwave for maybe about 30 seconds.
Ooh. Brings me back to when you cut your finger.
So this is going to be a ½ cup of unsalted butter or 1 stick.
Yeah, I'll just do it.
Do it for a minute and just take it out early.
Oh,
All right, well that's, we got one more thing to do on it, I think.
what's that?
Salt, I forgot the salt in your dry ingredient. So this recipe calls for a ½ teaspoon of salt. I hate if I overdo salt, so I tend to use either a kosher or a large grain salt. You're less likely to overdo it. So let's just go a ½ teaspoon.
Oh yeah, that is really coarse.
Is it melted?
Looks good.
Perfect. Now slowly pour it in here so we don't cook the eggs.
Okay. I'll pour it from
A little
way
bit.
above.
Okay, hold on. A little bit more.
Yeah, we're not making scrambled eggs today.
A little more. A little more. A little more.
Ooh, I'm dripping it on your hand. It's
A
probably
little more.
hot.
You can probably pour the rest of it in there now.
Oh, there's some chunks.
That's all right.
Mo butter, mo better. Okay.
All right, so now you're going to pour that into here.
Okay, we don't do any vanilla or anything like
You know,
that?
you
or
could,
almond,
but the basic
orange?
surprise muffin that I remember did not have any other ingredients. There were simple ingredients, but I did find many, many muffin recipes that does have either vanilla or almond extract or orange or vanilla or lemon extract would be very good.
Oh
lemon
yeah.
muffin.
You know what I like is cardamom. You know what I've been doing? I've been fikaing in the afternoon. When I make myself a cup of coffee, I put cardamom in my coffee, and it's excellent.
But that's flavored coffee.
Oh my God, it's not like flavored coffee.
But it sounds like flavored coffee.
No, it's not though.
It's coffee with something in it.
Just cardamom, just a tiny bit.
Well,
You would actually like it.
I even call coffee with sugar or cream in it flavored coffee.
Flavored coffee. I don't like flavored coffee either, though. But I do like the cardamom in my coffee. Or every now and then I put a little cinnamon in my coffee, but not the cinnamon sugar.
Okay, the other thing you don't want to overdo with muffins, you don't want to overmix.
So you just leave it kind of
If it's a little lumpy, you're okay.
lumpy.
Now we've got a non-stick pan here, muffin pan, but we're still going to give it a little baker's spray.
All right,
And that's got a little bit of flour in it already. Okay, here's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna put a scoop of this in each one, about an ounce or a tablespoon, actually maybe a little more. Okay, when I do that, you are gonna choose a little teaspoon of any one of these surprises.
Okay, well, we sell these all in the boutique. There is Queen's Blend. It is Huffy, and the Queen's Blend has raspberries, wild blueberries in it. But this is my favorite, the blueberries. I put it in everything. I put it in my oatmeal, I put it in my smoothies, I put it on my pancakes. It's delicious. It's not as sweet, I don't think, as some of the others. So am I supposed to be putting some in there now?
Go ahead and
Just
follow me. No, take a tiny spoon and try to get it right smack in the middle.
Okay.
Because we're going to cover this up with a little more batter.
Like just like that much?
Yeah, that should do. And then just alternate it or change it up a little bit.
Do I have to push it down?
Nope, because we're going to pour the batter right on top, and the weight of the batter will.
So it doesn't like slide out of the muffin? You don't push it down
Well,
there?
it can slide out a little bit. I mean, it's not a jump out of the closet surprise. It's just a surprise.
It's okay if it oozes out, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
they see it in there. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
But switch it up a little bit.
I am. I'm gonna.
And then what I'm gonna.
That one I'm done with.
Here, check this out.
Ooh.
You can throw a Tootsie Roll in one. You can
What?
throw a Hershey Kiss in one.
What?
You can throw one of those
I don't
Door
believe
County.
you.
Might as well give it a shot.
I don't believe it. Okay, well, I'm gonna do. This is the Queen's Blend in the middle. Don't forget.
No, I'm not gonna remember.
I'll remember. Queen's Blend.
I'm gonna start topping these off.
Okay, and then. Ooh, some strawberry jam. I thought it was lingonberries.
Oh, you could do lingonberries too. I didn't think of that.
Should we try the lingonberries?
I didn't bring any, did
Yeah,
I?
we have some.
You can try one.
I'll do one, because we did 2 jams. The strawberry jam is really good, and so is our raspberry jam. But let's try some with some lingonberries.
And if you don't have our items at home, you can always use a regular preserves or your favorite.
Yeah.
I'll bet an orange marmalade would look good in here. And
Ooh, oh, you put the top on that one already. Almost double did that one. Look at all the lingonberries in here. That'll be really good. Okay, I'll do 2 lingonberry because I'm going to put a chocolate and a Tootsie Roll in one.
Okay.
Okay? All right. A dark chocolate cherry.
We sell those too.
Yeah,
don't we?
you know, we have Cherry Delight,
And that's a
little
Door County
baggies like
item.
this. This is a Door County item. It's made in Forestville, Wisconsin. They have a little factory there, and you can go there and purchase things too, but we always have these little bags. They're delicious. Just put one right in the center?
Yeah, I think that'd be all right.
2?
Try 2.
So these are dark chocolate covered cherries.
And then the last one, do whatever you want with. Either the chocolate or the Tootsie Roll or...
I'm going to do a Tootsie Roll in honor of Dad.
I've made these before and I've broken up little Heath bars and I've put them in there.
How come these Tootsie Rolls are so little? They're never this little.
Those are penny Tootsie Rolls.
They're minis?
Yes. You know, the great thing about Tootsie Rolls, they're always available.
And guess what? You should put them in the microwave if you're old like me, otherwise you're going to break your teeth.
I put them in the chest pocket and they soften up usually.
I'm putting 2 mini Tootsie Rolls in there because Rolf was too cheap to buy the big ones. My dad loves Tootsie Rolls. Every time you go in his office, he would have a big bag of Tootsie Rolls on his office desk. Right?
Yep.
The Tootsie Roll King. I know, who used to give him a bag of Tootsie Rolls all the time for Christmas and birthday? He always got a bag from someone.
I don't know.
I forget. Because I go, where'd you get that bag of Tootsie Roll? Oh, so-and-so gave it to me. Sometimes when I say things like that, I go, I'll have to ask him. And then I forget that he's not here.
Oh, I do that all the time. I go, I'll be in the kitchen at night. I'll just wait till Dad gets here and ask him. And I'm like, oh. All right, now, the other thing we can do, and I did this with the muffins before, we can put a little either pearl sugar or some vanilla sugar on top. It'll brown it a little nicer and it gives a little, just a little more fun. So if you want to try a little pearl sugar on a couple, and try sprinkling a little of this vanilla sugar that we sell in the restaurant.
I like pearl sugar. It reminds me of, what does pearl sugar remind you the most of?
Bulla.
Bulla. My favorite is bulla. Tell them what bulla is.
Bulla is basically a Scandinavian or Swedish cinnamon roll. And the Swedes are known for sugar and butter and cream and all that kind of rich stuff. But I like the pearl sugar because it has a little crunch to it. It's not so super fine. And it's decorative as well.
I'm just going to put this on those and I'll do the vanilla sugar on the rest.
I haven't tried this one yet. I just saw it today and I thought that might be kind of fun.
Some people like to use this in their coffee, but not I. Because then again, it turns into weirdly flavored coffee.
Okay, and then we're going to bake this at a relatively high temperature, 375 to 400 degrees, for about, what does it call for? About
20 to 25 minutes. Or until a toothpick inserted in the center becomes clean.
And this recipe is, I found it from Mrs. Hickey. It's not from her, but it's the same recipe.
So this should be called Mrs. Hickey's Basic
in my head it is.
Muffins.
It is in my head. Yeah. And I don't know if Mrs. Hickey remembers, but every time she does come in, every winter, I said, "We here to make surprise muffins?" And she goes, "What?" So, but you know what I did, of course, because we don't have the time to wait for this. I made some surprise muffins.
Of course he did.
And you and I are about to play muffin roulette. Because one of them, we're each going to eat 2.
Okay.
One of them has a piece of herring in the middle.
Oh, God. With jam?
Yep, there's the way you can tell.
Oh my God, where's the barf bucket?
So,
Hannika's a bad Swede.
You might not get it. I might get
herring.
it. But we're each going to eat 2.
What happens if both of us don't get it?
Well, that would be a blessing.
Well, then Bill and Pop over there is going to get it.
All right, so I'm going to go first because that increases my odds of not getting it.
Oh my God,
so I'm
nervous.
going for this one. And look, you can't see anything in there. I'm hoping there's a Tootsie Roll in there.
Well, take a bite. Let me see.
Oh. Dark chocolate. Must have been in the Door County cherry.
I don't know, Rolf.
I'm doing all right.
I am nervous. I'm going to try this one. Oh, my God.
A big piece of pickled herring would taste good in a muffin, wouldn't it?
I might be gross and spit it out.
No. Lucked out. Okay, the fact that I still get to go before she does, it still increases my odds of not getting it.
These are really good, by the way. They're the perfect texture.
Yeah, they're not dry, and that's the secret. When you got to cook them at a high temperature, sift the flour, and you will not have a dry.
I mean,
muffin.
they look like they would be dry, but they're not.
Yep. All right, so here we go. Blueberry.
No. Oh boy. I'll take this little one right here. It looks suspicious.
I have no idea. I did not put them back in the pan. I made sure Johnny O put them in the pan so he could mess them up a little bit. What'd you get? Strawberry jam. All right. Stop right there.
Okay.
Because now...
We have I think we should bring Kid over
No,
here.
we don't have to do it live
Come on,
or
Kid.
anything like that. But one of these...
Come on over.
We're going to
We
put
need
these
you.
out. We'll have Kit eat.
We just played
Okay.
Russian roulette.
Did you put herring in one?
With a
There's
piece of herring in
Rolf
one of
and I
these.
both got two.
And we ate two.
I probably like the herring.
Oh God.
This looks like a herring one. We'll go this one here.
You have to take two, so you have to take a big bite.
Oh,
Oh.
he got the Queen's
Now you got to
jam.
pick another one.
Come on, herring.
We're all like, what?
Oh, I think it's a jam.
Yeah, he's a herring lover. I'm a herring not
No, you
lover.
lucked out.
Oh.
All right,
That's
well.
what you two have to do
Yeah,
eventually.
so anyhow, that's our surprise muffins, and we weren't scarefully surprised. I mean, we got what we wanted.
I mean, we're not going to continue.
No.
Thank God.
No, we
We're
swung.
going to save these for you guys to play the game.
I would call that a hit.
We already won.
Yeah.
Not Kit, though. He wanted some.
Yeah, he was hoping to get the herring. But,
Yeah.
He's true Scandinavian. He washed it down with some Viking blood. Anyhow, that's all we got for this episode of Door County Girl.
Excellent.
The recipe will be on there, and
Yep.
this is a tribute to our home economics teachers,
Lynnea Hickey.
and Mrs. Haleen.
And if you ever want to meet Lynnea Hickey, I believe she still works over at the Hickey,
Hickey
Brothers,
Brothers, yeah,
in
yeah,
Bailey's Harbor.
yeah,
Get
yeah.
some fresh fish over there.
Yeah.
You bet. Well, anyways, this wraps up our surprise muffin, Mrs. Hickey's surprise muffins. And don't forget to like and subscribe at the bottom of the page. And you guys should put a little something inside of your surprise muffins.
It's not
too.
tradition that I know of.
It doesn't
She
have
didn't
to be a
teach us
herring,
that.
it could be
I just thought it'd be
something else.
fun. But
Yes, the kids would love it. Anyways, thanks for joining us for another episode of Door County Girl.
and hey-do,
Go Bucks. Hey-do. Bye, guys.
I'm sticking with these.
I'm sticking with these because I am not having a herring one.
Thanks for watching Door County Girl. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you next time.